for you, Vaughn. Well, thank you.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Well, I didn't like cheeseburger alley cats near me. A petrified fish disease, I wish somebody'd hear me. I didn't like maple dew, honey melon, watercress. I didn't like fish shoes down my honey watermelon. I didn't seem to miss you when you kissed my honey water, and even showed a picture, showed her down my honey's border. But who laid silver tooth broke my sunny shoe shine, and all my plastic melon dreams are waiting for their new shine. Pardon me, Doug. Is this a picture of Otis Redding? Yes, yes. Taken just before he died. Well, you can give me his sign. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know that I was that far gone. Moses duet, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I would like to see Bess Truman come see me, and hear all the revolutionaries come free me. Cause if it all ends up running to sneeze me, I'll make it all here, black corners come seize me. And if you boom back, got troubles with your ear, and you can't seem to come back and make it all clear. When eye-tails and toenails and liquid all meet me, when mustard pies and carrot eyes and flounders come greet me. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. Didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. Didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. Didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was that far gone. I didn't know that I was that far gone. Pardon me, Doug. Pardon me, Doug. Is this a picture Otis Redding? Yes, yes. Taken just before he died. Well, you can give me his sign. You can give me his sign. Ladies and gentlemen, Moses Brown, Moses Heaps, and Moses DeWitt on trombone. Thank you.
Thank
Mike
you.
song, I Am Hydrogen.
You're too kind.
I'd like to send this one out to Hillary, whose birthday it is today. I don't know if she's here. 21 years old today. Do you believe that? In the cool shade of a banana tree, on the rugged trail toward the balcony, a child of the 20th century, a dried up Goliath and a weasel named Fee. Far away in another place, a fading beauty named Millie Grace, a gospel singer with pox on her face and a bamboo cane to help her keep the pace. Was a Buddhist prodigy, long past the age of maturity. Someday he knew it would set him free, like it did for Floyd, the chimpanzee. Whoa, free. You're trying to live a life that's completely free. You're racing with the wind, you're flirting with death. So have a cup of coffee and catch your breath. Whoa, free. You're trying to live a life that's completely free. You're racing with the wind, you're flirting with death. So have a cup of coffee and catch your breath. Fee first met Millie in a bar in Peru. His heart was jumping like a kangaroo, like a beast in a cage. An old Dutch zoo it was, hopping and jumping in wooden shoes. But Floyd was jealous and alone. He wanted Millie for his own, a desperate craving in his bones. Their love, he said, I will not condone. Then one day on a ship to Quebec, Floyd found Fee and Millie on a lover's trek. He picked up a bottle and broke off the neck. It sliced through the air and Fee hit the deck. Whoa, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. You wanna stay with Millie until you're dead, but you just got a bottle upside the head. Whoa, Fee, you're trying to live a life that's completely free. You wanna stay with Millie until you're dead, but you just got a bottle upside the head. Millie turned and began to scream at Floyd. She said, you think you're pretty mean. And though she was as thin as a small string bean, she slammed him in the face with a nectarine. Floyd fell back over the edge of the ship till he hung from the rail by his fingertip. Millie said, Floyd, I'll make you lose your grip. With this tiny piece of paper, I can make you slip. So Millie took that paper and she did the deed. Floyd hit the water with astonishing speed, and as the shark circled in and began to feed, Millie knew her weasel was finally free. Whoa, free. You're trying to live a life that's completely pitiful, 'cause Millie took that paper and sliced him on the nipple. Oh, me. You're trying to live a life that's completely free. You're racing with the wind, you're flirting with death. So have a cup of coffee and catch your breath. Oh, me. You're trying to live a life that's completely free. You're racing with the wind, you're flirting with death. So have a cup of coffee and catch your breath.
You.
I look into the finance box just to check my status. I look into the microscope, I see Gorgie apparatus. Gorgie, oh woe is me, you can't even see the sea. Gorgie, 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 Gorgie. They call him Lysosome because he runs so fast. Runs like a junkyard dog with a brain of brass. Gorgie, oh woe is me, you can't even see the sea. Gorgie, 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 Gorgie. I saw you with a diggy dog in your hand. I saw you with a diggy dog in your hand. I saw you with a diggy dog in your hand. I saw you under the lights, middle of the night. Couldn't get it wrong. I saw
Sparkle.
In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man. Now I've reached that age, I try to do all those things the best I can. No matter how I try, I find my way into the same old jam. Good time, bad time, you know I've had my share. Well, I was left on with a brown-eyed mare, well, I still don't seem to care. 16, I fell in love with a girl as sweet as could be. It only took a couple of days till she was rid of me. She swore that she would be all mine and love me till the end. And when I whispered in her ear, I lost another friend. Oh, good time, bad time, you know I've had my share. Well, the woman left home with a brown-eyed mare, well, I still don't seem to care.
Thanks. We're going to take a quick break. Stick around.
wanted a fossil. The road was his end was the road. So they say, whoa, fossil. knight who leaned against the wall in gnarly armor. He was on his way to see the king. Wilson, Wilson, Wilson. He led me through the streets of Prussia talking as he tried to crush a bug that scurried underneath his boot heel. He said there was a place where we should go. So he led me through the forest to the edge of a lagoon by which we wandered till we reached a bubbly spring. The night grew very quiet as we stood there. He lifted up his visor and he turned to me and he began to sing. He said, I come from the land of darkness. He said, I come from the land of doom. He said, I come from the land of gamage, from the land of the big baboon. But I'm never ever going back there, and I couldn't if I tried. Cause I come from the land of lizards, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have. The lizards were a race of people practically extinct from doing things smart people don't do. He said he was once a lizard too. His name was Rutherford the Brave, and he was on a quest to save his people from the fate that lay before them. Their clumsy end was perilously near. The lizards would be saved, he said, if they could be enlightened by the writings of the helping friendly book. In all of Prussia only one existed, and Wilson had declared that any person who possessed it was a crook. He said, I come from the land of darkness. He said, I come from the land of doom. He said, I come from the land of gamage, from the land of the big baboon. But I'm never ever going back there, and I couldn't if I tried. Cause I come from the land of lizards, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have died, and the lizards they have. The helping, friendly book, it seemed, possessed the ancient secrets of eternal joy and never-ending splendor. The trick was to surrender to the flow. We walked along beneath the moon. He led us through the bush till soon we saw before our eyes a raging river. He said we can swim it if we try. And saying this, the night dove in, forgetting that his suit of arms would surely weigh him down, and so he sunk. And as his body disappeared before me, I bowed my head in silence and remembered all the thoughts that he had thunk. He said, I come from the land of darkness. He said, I come from the land of doom. He said, I come from the land of gamage, from the land of the big baboon. But I'm never ever going back there, and I couldn't if I tried. Cause I come from the land of lizards, and the lizards they have.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Okay, this one's for Charlie. This is for you, Charlie. Because you're so nice. Okay, we're gonna have a special guest later on, so very exciting, very exciting. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Springsteen will be joining us on stage. This is a very special song, and it's a very special song, and so it's going out to a very special person. We'd like to dedicate this song to Becca, co-author of the next tune. We love you, Becca. Tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. The tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. The tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. The car is the thing on the road that takes you back to your abode. Take us right back, Paige.
That's right.
The tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. Yes, we do. The tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. The tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. Takes you back to your abode. The tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. Yes, we are. The tires are the things on your car that make contact with the road. What you are when you go out to your car and